Hair loss, or alopecia, is a problem that I often get asked about. What can we do for hair loss? How can we grow new hair?
In this video, Barbara O'Neill will explore the causes of hair loss, how to prevent it, and some natural remedies to reduce hair loss, as well as ways to maintain healthy hair and prolong its lifespan. Keep watching. First, we need to play detective and figure out why hair loss occurs. So, what are the most common causes? This reverses hair loss in just 7 days. Barbara O'Neill's secrets.
Well, one friend of mine, she always dyed her hair. Her hair, she was showing grey hair from a very early age, and so from about the age of 30, she began to dye her hair. Now you can get a hair dye made of henna, and henna is a plant that can dye your hair, and that is not toxic. But my friend did not use that one. She used a chemical hair dye, and little by little it was killing off her follicles where the hair grows. So it can be chemicals on the hair. Another friend of mine did not like her very curly hair, and so all her life, from probably about her late teens right up until her 50s, she straightened her hair. Now the solutions that they use to straighten the hair, or for people with straight hair that want curly hair, it is a very toxic chemical. So what happens is, if a person wants to straighten their hair, what the hairdresser does is pull the hair over great big rods like that. And so the curly hair that's this curly, of course, gets pulled over them, and that straightens it. But if a person's got straight hair and they want curly hair, well, the rods are that big and they stretch the hair around and around and around. So whether it's to straighten the hair or whether it's to curl the hair, they put this toxic solution on. It's a strong chemical, and what it does is it breaks all the little joints in the hair, because hair has all these little joints like this. So what it does is it breaks the joints, and then it's molded, of course, around either there for the curl or there for the straight. And then when all of those little bonds are broken and it's been stretched into a certain shape, they rinse off that chemical, and then they put another chemical on to set it. So to set the bonds together, and then that sets the hair structure as straight or as curly. So basically that's how the hair is permed. When I first left school at the age of 16, I was a hairdresser for about 4 years, and we used to do a lot of perms. And that's how they perm hair, whether it be straight or whether it be curly. But when those chemicals are constantly going on the hair, little by little, they kill the hair follicles. I have also seen in some areas where people braid their hair really, really tightly. You'll often see that they've got hair loss around here, where you've got that weight, you've got that constant weight on the hair, which can really just keep pulling the hair out, and then the follicles are damaged. So no matter how it happens, we must stop what is causing the damage. That's the first one. If you don't turn the tap off, you're still mopping up in the other corner. Sometimes high stress, if someone goes through a very stressful situation, one of the reactions can be hair loss. So what can you do to bring it back again? There's one more that I didn't mention, and that's anemia. If a person is anemic, it can cause hair loss. So what's anemic? Anemic means very low iron in the blood. And anemia can be caused because of heavy blood loss at period time. A lot of women suffer from that, and that can cause anemia, and the anemia can cause the hair loss. So to resolve that, again, watch my lecture on hormones, boost the progesterone, get the estrogen down, then there won't be the heavy blood loss every month, and the person won't be anemic anymore, and so again, the hair can grow. Another cause of anemia can be low hydrochloric acid, because iron is bound up in food and it needs acid to liberate it from food. So it's very important that the person ensure they have nice strong hydrochloric acid. A simple way to ensure that is to have a quarter of a teaspoon of cayenne pepper in a little bit of water before every meal. If you're finding that a little bit hard, you can have the juice of a lemon before every meal. Important to leave a break between meals. Important not to drink water with your meals because that dilutes the hydrochloric acid. Also important to have a very happy, relaxed environment at the meal table. I target those points in more detail on my lecture on the gut. So the causes of hair loss can be anemia, it can be high stress, it can be a hormonal imbalance, and it can be damage that's just physical damage that has been done to the hair follicles. And so depending on what the cause is, the anemia, you can strengthen the hydrochloric acid. But what can you do to the scalp to encourage the hair to grow again? You can make a mix that you can put on your hair. And this mix is, let's make up the mix. So half a cup of coconut oil and half a cup of castor oil. Castor oil is a very thick oil, but castor oil penetrates deeper than any other oil. So when that is put onto the scalp, it penetrates even deeper. Coconut oil is a very nourishing oil. It's an antifungal oil, antibacterial oil. But what you also can put with that, so now you've got a cup of oil there. To that cup of oil, you can add 10 drops of rosemary essential oil.
Rosemary essential oil is very beneficial for the scalp, especially when it's dry or affected by eczema. Some people with eczema on the scalp find that rosemary oil works well for scalp care. For hair loss issues, you can try a mixture of 1/4 cup of coconut oil, 1/4 cup of castor oil, and about 6 drops of rosemary essential oil. The application is simple. Massage the mixture into your scalp, then tie your hair up and leave it in for the entire day. If you're wondering if you can leave it overnight, the answer is yes. You can leave it overnight and wash it out the next morning. However, when washing your hair, be very careful with the shampoo you use. You should avoid shampoos that contain sodium lauryl sulfate, SLS, a foaming chemical that can damage hair follicles. To be safe, always check the ingredients in the products and, if necessary, look up the information on Google.
Make sure you realize no sodium lauryl sulfate, because the sodium lauryl sulfate is a chemical that causes the foaming of the shampoo, and that sodium lauryl sulfate has the ability to kill the hair follicles in the scalp. So please keep away from that. You can get some very nice coconut-based shampoos. Coconut is very nourishing to the scalp. What's also important, here are some additions to the treatment. So additions to using this once a week. I mean, if you're home a lot, you might even do it twice a week. Exercise. What exercise does is it increases the circulation of the blood to the extremities, and the scalp is considered an extremity. So exercise daily, especially the high intensity interval training. The high intensity interval training, because of the periods of very high intensity, that really gets the blood moving out to the extremities. So that should be done daily. And hydration, keep well hydration. Remember, the rule of thumb is 8 glasses to 100 pounds body weight. That's a good rule of thumb too, to know how much water to give the children. Nourishment. We need to nourish that scalp from the inside, because your scalp is fed by your blood. That's why when you exercise, you get more blood to the area. But when you get the blood to the area, you want it to be well watered. Exercise will automatically put the oxygen in there. And nourishment, we need to be having a high fiber diet, high fiber. We also need to be having generous amounts of protein. Here's your legumes, your nuts, your seeds. So generous proteins. Proteins are the building blocks of the body. And healthy fats. So there's your nuts, your seeds, your avocados.
Natural oils like olive oil, coconut oil, or avocado are all very nourishing. Barbara O'Neill particularly loves the taste of olive oil, but whatever oil you choose, all of them are nutrient-rich. You don't need much, just a little will make your dishes more appealing. For example, you can roast potatoes with a little olive oil and Celtic salt. It's delicious and highly nutritious. However, for the body to heal and for hair to grow healthily, sleep is essential. you need to ensure you get 8 hours of sleep each night to allow the recovery process to happen effectively. If you're not used to getting enough sleep, start gradually, and eventually, you'll form this habit. Also, don't forget to create an ideal sleeping environment. Eat a hearty breakfast like a king, a light lunch like a queen, and a light dinner or none at all. Before sleep, make the environment relaxing with soft lighting, soothing music, fresh air, and natural bed linens. When you take care of your sleep, you'll see improvements not only in your health, but also in your hair's growth. Hair loss is a common symptom of zinc deficiency. Studies show that zinc supplementation reduces hair loss. However, overdosing on zinc can also cause hair loss. So, it's better to get zinc from natural food sources like oysters, beef, spinach, wheat germ, pumpkin seeds, and lentils. Additionally, it's important to include vitamins and minerals like vitamin D, biotin, and iron in your diet. These nutrients have been shown to support hair health. If you are not getting enough of these nutrients from food, consult an expert for proper supplementation. One crucial factor to pay attention to is stress management, as stress can lead to many health issues, including hair loss. Chronic stress can cause telogen effluvium, which leads to excessive hair shedding. Therefore, it's important to find effective stress reduction techniques like meditation, yoga, deep breathing, exercise, or walking. Doing these activities will help maintain a healthy scalp environment, which supports better hair growth. You can also use aloe vera gel to nourish the scalp and stimulate hair growth. Aloe vera can be combined with oils like coconut oil or castor oil for better results. Additionally, you can make a natural hair mask from ingredients like avocado, honey, and yogurt to nourish your hair. However, to protect your hair from damage, avoid using high-heat styling tools frequently. Instead of blow-drying your hair, let it air dry and reduce washing your hair every day. Wash your hair just 2 to 3 times a week. While these methods may take time to show results, if you stay consistent, your hair will gradually become healthier and thicker. I hope these tips will provide you with useful insights to promote healthier hair and improve your overall health. If you have any questions or need more advice, don't hesitate to leave them in the comments below the video. Remember to like this video and subscribe to our channel for more valuable healthcare tips. Wishing you a wonderful health journey, and see you in the next video.